We are back with the Screen Team. I got Maisha with me. We're doing all kinds of awesome movies for you. We just got done talking about a movie that we both liked, Talk to Me, with Don Cheadle. Awesome.
Amazing movie.
Awesome film. So we're going from that kind of film to a movie that's not nearly as good. It's not, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm having difficulties with this next film. It's called 300, and a lot of you out there might know the film. It's based on the graphic novel, or the graphic comic, I should say. And, they say don't judge a book by its cover. And Maisha, when you said, dude, I want to do 300, I was like, nuh-uh. You don't want to do 300. And you're like, yeah, let's do 300, man. The movie's awesome. I'm like, no. But you like this movie, don't you?
I do, but the main reason I ever even wanted to see 300 was because I am a fan of history.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a documentary over the last stand of the 300, the Battle of Thermopylae.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to see this movie because I wanted to really see how authentic it was going to be to the actual battle.
Yeah.
The most authentic aspect of the entire movie was, it was against the Persian army, and they did funnel them into that tunnel. So they were able to effectively defeat them for a little while, hold them off. However, I just think really I'm a lady and the men are exceptionally fit.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Wow.
Like exceptionally ridiculously fit. Like no human person is usually walking around looking like that. But
I'm going to get kind of descriptive with this, but when the first time I saw this film, I was like, man, those guys got some big boobs, man.
they do.
They
what are you lifting? Like boulders? It was crazy.
Yeah, just the six-pack, everything. These guys were sculpted perfectly.
I had a hard time in the beginning of the movie, though, because, don't get me wrong, I really do like this movie, and I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah.
But putting the children out there, just having the little kid actors just pummeling the bejesus out each other, that's hard for me to watch. It's a hard scene. That would be like looking at Luke at 7 years old, just out here pummeling another 7-year-old. I couldn't do it.
That's how they taught each other to be Spartans, to be the best of the best, I guess. And
make it or die.
That's exactly right. And we learned that about I can't even think of the name of Gerard Butler's character.
King Leonidas.
Yeah, he was put in that particular situation, and to become a man, he had to go out on his own and take care of himself, and he killed a wolf or something like that, and then he came back and he's like, "What's up? I'm ready to rule you guys."
I'm like 5.
One of the famous scenes, and I make fun of the scene a lot, is the scene where I guess the messenger comes and says, "Hey, get ready, we're going to take you guys over." And the guy's like, "You know what? This is Sparta." And he kicks him in the
pit.
In the pits. You have any favorite scenes in this movie?
I do, actually. One of my favorite scenes is the queen, when I guess he's not even a servant, but he's just part of the council. He assaults her. Yeah. And then at the very end, she tells him, this is not going to go quickly, and I'm not your queen.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, I loved the dichotomy of her speaking in a room full of men where women just were not considered, and she's a queen.
Yeah.
And he was telling, basically, what makes you think you can speak here? And she's like, you're a traitor. And I just really thought that was a very poignant part of the movie. Even though it was the very end, I thought that's probably my favorite movie out of the entire movie.
Yeah, I want to draw a little bit more on that particular scene. I think it's that scene. He's basically ripping on her and says, "You know what? You're just a woman. Whatever." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "We give birth to Spartan men. Yeah. What you got? Yeah. You're like, "Yeah, that's right, man."
But that's in the beginning.
Oh yeah. The
messenger tells her.
That's what it was. The messenger.
Says, what makes this woman think she can speak amongst men? And she was like, "Because only only Spartan women give birth to real men." And I was like, "That is boss." That is
boss. What did you think about the? This is based on a graphic comic, and it has that comic book feel to it. It's very artistic and very colorful and stuff. Did that bother you at all? Did you like it?
No, I have no issues with blood and gore and things of that nature. I thought it needed to be there. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite scenes, another one is, and I know it's going to probably sound terrible, is when his right-hand man, King Leonidas' right-hand man, his son's head gets completely cut off. Right. And he goes completely bloodthirsty. And that's really one of my favorite scenes because you can only imagine the rage. Yeah. And the blood kind of splattering. I saw it on the big screen, so
And they do all those slow motion scenes. And
Oh yeah, you see people's
like
skin just being sliced open. It's pretty awesome.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Don't judge a book by its cover. So 300, obviously, the movie is from your description. It's rated R.
Definitely,
It's got violence in it. It's got adult behavior in it and stuff.
I would not recommend this with little eyes and ears around.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely, I wouldn't. Be responsible, folks.
Just out of curiosity, did you get a chance to see the sequel? They did make a sequel to this.
I did.
Yes,
no thanks. No thanks.
Okay.
I could have done without it.
Okay, there you go. The movie's called 300. If you're into action movies, if you're into the comic book type movies, this is definitely a film that you definitely might like if you haven't seen it already. It's called 300. Coming up after the break, we are going to review the DiCaprio film. It's called Blood Diamond. It's coming your way next on KWOC.